Fella, aka Mr. Hardest Working. This is my life, man. Welcome to my music. Welcome to who Fella is, Hardest Working, the documentary. So guys, I'm just gonna take you guys through my musical journey and things that I've accomplished by far, the artists that I've worked with, the music I've managed to produce, especially this year. So yeah, Fella is Karuso Kinosi, a young man hailing from Palape, the Republic of Palape, the landlocked country in Botswana. Yeah, we got what, man. I was born and raised in Palape, and as I was growing, I fell in love with music, generally, not only hip hop. So I can say while I started being fascinated with making music from scratch, like the concept of music, the art of producing. And as I was growing, I met a couple of guys in the industry while they helped me grow. The likes of Rimzi, the likes of Ramos, and along the way I started meeting other artists like Wohozi, D-Rap, Chapa Heights, HT Thomas, your Scars, your Apollo D's, like the old school and the new school, and started making music, and these guys, they seem to like what I do, and so with time we continue to make a lot of music, lots and lots of music actually. And last year, towards the end of the year, I realized, it's like I'm doing more in music, which is not a bad thing actually. I'm proud of myself for that. So I started using this hashtag called Hardest Working, and it's not only about me personally. It's not only related to music, but it's a phrase that can be used by anyone out there. Standing at the office, in the streets, hustling, all up paying, wherever. So it's basically a phrase that motivates you to do more than you can and outside the box as possible as you can. So me, being in the music industry, being the producer that I am, I told myself that the responsibility that I will put on myself is to bridge the gap between artists. Because it can be traditional, it could be hip hop, it could be jazz, it could be rock. I love rock, so I'm a very passionate and driven guy who likes to experiment. You'll be surprised what other genres of music I'm producing that are not released yet. So yeah, that's me, Hardest Working. And this year I've been producing a lot of stuff. I have projects that are coming, that are lined up. A lot of music too dropped. You've been hearing music from Touch, you've been hearing music from HT, you've been hearing music from D-Rap, you've been hearing music from Ostona, you've been hearing music from Tamer Biggie PY, you've been hearing music from Jason Prime, my little brother, a lot of artists. You've been hearing even into Bukomi, like William Lasker, those are people by I work closely with, and this year the aim was just to work with as much artists as possible. Foster Giuliano dropped an album, All I Need, produced like 6-7 songs in there. So yeah, Judgmental, featuring Proverb. So this is the year of successes in terms of music, but in terms of relationships more especially. So yeah, man, this is me, Fella. Look out for more music. Look out for more weird collaborations that you never thought were going to happen, and more productions. Yeah, man, this is me, young Fella, Hardest Working. You already know, you call me FULA.
Hey yo, it's your boy DRAP, and we out here one thing at my boy Studio Fella. Hey, I've been knowing this guy for about 5-6 years, and all he's been doing has been creating hits for every single artist that he's actually worked with, from Ego to you name it, all the big guys in the industry, man. He gives upcoming artists a chance as well to uplift them, to get them to the platform that they need to have. So basically, we here to talk about my boy on his new project that's about to come out, The Hardest Working. producer. I like to believe that's the name. But yeah, man, shout out to my boy. Basically, what we're trying to say, and what I'm trying to say is that patience is the key virtue in young and authentic. We believe in taking your time, and everything has its time. And definitely you get your space in this area and this platform that we're on. So shout out to my boy, young fella, DRAP.
Is you ready, nigga? Yeah, word up. We out here, nigga, in the hood. One thing, you know, Fella Studio. This is where all the fucking magic happens. You know what I mean? Like, we just put out Lord of Mercy 2. You know what I mean? It's dope working with Fella, man. Like, at the end of the day, it's always a vibe in the studio, first and foremost. I mean, if you've been in there, you record, we sitting down, we popping bottles. It's lit, nigga. You know what I mean? I've been working with Fella since, man, I think I met Fella like 4 years ago. And we've been working, I've been using his beats here and there, you know what I mean? But when we really started kicking it and really doing it is when we started doing the Lord of Mercy projects. That was when we did Lord of Mercy 1, that was in 2017. We put that shit out in December. She was lit. And then we decided to, yo, man, let's keep it going. We're doing Lord of Mercy 2, there's more projects coming out. We're always in the studio recording. Homie works very hard. It's the hardest working. You know, you got a book this big. It's got 4 names in it, nigga. All the niggas that record in there. And you can see the nigga putting in mad work, man. I appreciate the work ethic from the nigga. You know, he put me on my feet. I couldn't put my album out. I remember when we started working on this because I couldn't put Lord Summer out because of, you know, behind the scenes shit. So he was like, yo, nigga, fuck that. Let's put out a mixtape and, you know, tell these niggas what you really fucking thinking, man, you know. So we put out Lord of Mercy and then that's how it was born. So we still working right now. We still doing more records. And yeah, doggy. Fella, nigga, how this working?
Hardest working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's up? Touch my talk. Yeah, man, why you guys asking me about Fella, man? I got loads. You get yeah, man. You ask me about Fella. First of all, I'll tell you what Fella is the hardest working producer upcoming. Not even the fuck am I saying upcoming for? It's not even upcoming anymore, man. It's not even upcoming anymore. I believe Fella this year deserves a Bomu Award and a Yama Award for the best producer in BW, man. I felt like he's beating the game up. He's really putting in like good work. Ever since I knew Fella, like for 5 years, 6 years, I think Fella's been like one of those guys which is like kind of like undermined, always putting in great work with a good spirit. I'm not a mean nigga, not trying to try. He's just natural, he's not trying to try. So you ask me about Fella, I'll tell you, man, Fella is the kind of guy who deserves a Yama Award and a Bomo Award this year. Why? Because he's the most hardworking, and me working with Fella, bro, wow, magic all the times. He's not just an ordinary producer, he's also like he leads you through like when you're working together, he leads you through the process of producing a track. You get and then you come and rap. No, he can tell you, no, Taj, just a move. Try something like this. You get. So I enjoy working with Fella, and I believe everyone who works with Fella enjoys working with Fella, and I recommend you guys out there, but if you haven't worked with Fella, then you don't know the magic of making a hit track, man. Yeah, but basically, yo, man, Fella is one of the hardest working, talented, creative young gentlemen I know locally, and I recommend all the artists, or each and every artist who hasn't worked with Fella, check out on Fella, bro. Like, he will never ever disappoint. He's a cool fella. Yeah, he's a cool fella. I call him Fella Kuti because he's musically like talented like that. So yeah, man, Fella, I wish you all the best, bro, and keep doing great work, keep putting in great job, and keep having that good heart in you, and keep being a savage on top of that, man. Peace.
What's happening, everybody? What's up? My name is William Lester, aka Mshana Mika Bankiti, and says, so my nigga young fella, he's the guy who made the song. Muki Butana Mukiti beautifully tunasi, Nikisa Ofendo, he's the guy who mixed and mastered the song. I always come to the studio and record everything. I have an EP coming out. He's the guy. He produced like 40% of the songs on the EP. It's about to get done. He's indeed the hardest working man in the history. So he's my nigga, dog. Like he's been working too much. I feel like I have to like make something for the guy. I should like take the guy out. Then we kiss. You know what it is? Hardest working fella. Catch you, Mr. Kid.
What's good? What's good? Well, they call me always Don David. Some they call me Don. Some they call me Don Peter. I got many names. But big up to this man, this lighty right here. His name is Lil Young Fella. He's not Lil Fella. He's Young Fella. He's Fella, right? Yep. Fella. He produced my recent single called Bing Cham with Melo and Drama Boy. Big up to the guy because the track is doing well. Living in local spins in terms of radio charts, you know. The video is coming out very, very soon, you know. That's the future of Botswana music, Botswana hip hop. His name is Fella. Be on the lookout. Bless.